Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm Tina, and I help women break toxic patterns in relationships and life by rebuilding themselves from the inside out. If you ever reacted to something in the moment and later you thought, oh, why did I respond like that? This episode is for you. Because a lot of times we think we're reacting to the situation, but we're not. So I want to share something that happened to me just recently. It was something small about a shirt. Nothing major, nothing life-changing. But in the moment, I felt myself react so quickly. My ears were on fire. I had like this burning sensation all over my body. I felt the urge to respond, to fix it, to say something right away. And then in that moment, it felt important. It felt justified. But later, when things were calm, I realized something. It wasn't about the shirt. It really wasn't. And this is what I want you to hear today. Most of the time, we are not reacting to the thing in front of us. How many times have you heard the argument is not about what you're arguing about? Well, we're reacting to what brings it up for us. Some old emotions, maybe. The shirt brought up old patterns, old stress, and even old conditioning. And then it feels uncomfortable, and our brain tells us, do something, fix it, respond now. That's your brain. It's just telling you, but here's the truth. Not every feeling is a call to action. You do not have to respond immediately. And some feelings are just about signals, not instructions. So I want to show you what I'm practicing right now, and what I wanted to show you was what I did. I want you to try to. I call it pause practice. This is just some name I came up with, but this is what I actually did. The next time you feel that you have urgency, the need to respond quickly, even in an argument, or maybe you want to fix something real quick. Somebody's doing something like, oh, I got to fix this. No. Explain something or even defend yourself. Because how many of us get like that? You're heated, you're ready to go. You're like ready to be like, I did not, I blah, blah, blah. Do this. Step 1. This is going to be hard. It is not easy. You're going to pause. Just take a pause. Not forever, just for a moment. And then to yourself, you just name, like, what am I feeling? What's going on here? What is this bringing up? Why do I feel this way? And you can even say, well, this could be anxiety. Something is making me feel anxious, or I'm frustrated. You might even be pissed. And that's okay. I know some of us have been taught that it's not okay to show your anger, but you know what? You can't keep that bottle inside. Or maybe it's discomfort, or maybe you feel like a sense of urgency. Something may not be urgent, but to you, it may be urgent. Even to your body, you're going to feel it in your body. Like I said, I was burning up, so I made the video. I made a TikTok video right away, and I saw. But I left it up there because you know what? That was a part of me. And then I realized, okay, I clearly can do this better. So what I did was I asked myself one more question. Like, this is something that I did afterwards. Do I need to respond right now, or does it just feel like I do? And I felt like it was such a sense of urgency to respond and take care of that shirt, take care of that old memory. And then I was able to lay down, put the shirt aside, and go to sleep. So I didn't need to, but I did. And then after that, if you give yourself space, even 10 minutes, even 30 minutes, I actually went to bed. And then in the morning, I didn't force anything. And I woke up, and on my own, all of a sudden, I'm like, you know what? It's time to throw the shirt away. Like, it wasn't even a second thought. It wasn't emotionally charged. It was just a thought, and I threw it away. So I took that time, because you know what? The first thing that you think right away is not always the truth. What does it matter if that shirt was still hanging up in my closet? It doesn't matter. And here's what changes when you do this. You stop reacting from emotion. And I know we are emotional creatures. But it's better to react or respond when you're more clear, when the emotions are out of it, they're never going to be totally gone, but at least not in the heat of the moment. Because how many times do you feel bad later? You're like, oh my God, I can't believe I said this. I can't believe I did that. So you just will stop creating regret moments and you stop over explaining. You make permanent decisions from temporary emotions. And that's the thing. What if you did something that permanently damages you later because you acted out of anger, emotions, without taking that moment to pause and let it go by? I know it's so hard. If you would have told me that during the moment this week, I felt like that was like something that needed to be taken care of with urgency, and I had to fix it right now, and I had to do something. But the truth was I didn't have to. And so I would like you to try this. And then over time, I think you'll start trusting yourself more, because now I'm trusting myself more. Before, I was so quick to fly off the handle and do something and react without taking a break. And that is helping me go forward this week. So if you're in that place where everything just feels a little intense, a little overwhelming, or a little reactive, this is your reminder. You don't have to respond to everything immediately. You don't have to fix everything instantly. And you don't have to act on every feeling that you have. That was huge. I for 54 years have been acting on every feeling I have. No wonder why I'm so confused, because feelings change and they go back and forth. And then peace doesn't come from fixing everything. It does come from not reacting as much and not reacting to everything. If this is you, I want you to pay attention this week to these moments where they might come up, and it's actually, I know it's coming from old feelings, it's old patterns, it's old rage. It's things that you didn't deal with. It may be things that you numbed. So just take that pause. Take a moment to just breathe. Get the emotion out of it. Of course, we're going to have emotions. We're people. Did you guys ever watch that movie, Inside Out? That was the best. I think they should show that to every person in school. Every adult should watch that movie, but that's just my opinion. Okay, thank you. And have a great week, the rest of the week. Thank you.